The largest area of dust is headed our way over the next several days. I want to show you day by day this large plume of dust that is going to be working its way off to the west and how that plays into the rain pattern. The areas of heavier rain for some of us, still the flood potential and even a severe weather threat, parts of the United States, heavier weather up toward Canada. But watching this dust coming toward the Caribbean, this here is mainly dry air. It's my job to kind of dissect it. This area here in the reds and some of the yellows here, this is the dust. Here's a different vantage point. Take a look at this. Here's the coast of Africa. Because of the global trade winds, how everything spins around, it kind of pinwheels in some areas of dust that get caught up in the atmosphere, dry air, and it's sitting right in through here. This is what is going to be working across as we get into the upcoming week, especially deep into the upcoming week, and that will be a problem for maybe your sinuses. If you have any breathing issues, of course, this is unfortunately going to add to that. That's why I wanted to let you know about this day by day. So let me show it to you here. So here's a different type of map. This is what's going on right now. You see, here we are in the Caribbean. Here's Jamaica, Barbados right here, just to orient you. Caribbean right here, Gulf, Atlantic. Here's the coast of Africa. You see these brighter colors? That's the largest area of dust so far this year working across. The next couple of months, we may see big plumes of dust moving across. So this is what's going on right now. Let's go out in time, day by day, to show you how this moves across the Atlantic. This here is by Sunday. So as we work into tomorrow, you see some of the dust, these brighter colors showing up still just off to the east of the Caribbean. And then as we work our way into the upcoming week, let's jump ahead. This right here is Wednesday, lots of dust in Africa. Look how it just kind of worked its way across by Wednesday. Some bigger areas of dust moving into Trinidad and Tobago, Grenada, St. Vincent the Grenadines, St. Lucia, watching that over toward Barbados. The dust starts to move in. So if you do have any respiratory preconditions, we're going to be watching out for some enhanced problems with some of that dust that will be working across. And then jumping ahead further, this here is by Friday, and you see that plume moving right toward the ABC Islands, Aruba, Curacao, Bonaire, parts of Venezuela, getting up toward Dominica. That dust moves in. Biggest area of dust so far, and then we'll watch out for another plume that is going to be working its way off the coast of Africa as we get deeper into next week. In the meantime, I want to show you the big areas of storms and some rain and the potential of flooding. Watching severe weather potential moving through parts of the United States right there. Here's that moisture plume still intact. Now, some of us have dried out. Some of us didn't get rain as expected. Some of us got rain, some of us didn't. But let's zoom down a little bit closer. Still watching this moisture plume near the ABC Islands, swinging up toward Antigua, Barbuda, St. Kitts and Nevis. That's where we'll have a better chance of getting some of this rain as we go throughout the day in the northeastern Caribbean. In just a second, I'll show you the island by island rain totals, which are very impressive for some. I'll show you that in just a moment. But there's that pocket of rain right here. This here, the Dominican Republic back through Haiti, Jamaica, and Cuba, scattered thunderstorms, getting more into that pattern with our daytime heating scattered storms, and still some rain near Costa Rica and Panama. On the eastern Pacific side, no signs of tropical development at this point. Again, water temperature is very warm over here. The hurricane season starts earlier on this side, May 15th. Now, by tomorrow, still watching out for some scattered showers. Guadeloupe, Dominica, Martinique, we may see a couple. And then as we work our way into Monday, scattered areas of rain right through here, watching out for some spotty thunderstorms. But watch as we get into the upcoming week. As that dust plume approaches, we'll be watching that. But just out ahead of it, the rain chance is going to start to actually pick up Tuesday into Wednesday. Scattered storms, Jamaica, Haiti, and the Dominican Republic, even Puerto Rico. But we start to get some moisture again feeding in. This here is by Wednesday. So Wednesday, scattered areas of rain. But right in this pocket here, that's where the dust will be sneaking in over toward Trinidad, but to the north, a better chance of rain back through the northern Caribbean. So it's going to be a battle of dust versus dust and dry air versus some of the areas of rain as we get into the week ahead. Now, here's what's going on with this big system, as expected, pulling through New England today over toward the Atlantic region to Canada with a lot in the way of rain, even the flood potential, even some gusty winds with it. Jumping ahead into Monday. Now, Monday into Tuesday, late Monday into Tuesday, watch this coming into the Great Lakes area. This this here is going to be a severe weather threat building. So we'll keep an eye on that. A severe weather threat here as we work our way late Monday into Tuesday. Parts of the United States all staying north of the Caribbean. These fronts, though, will be passing by Bermuda and, of course, clipping by the Atlantic region of Canada as we go forward. Now, the Gulf and the Caribbean, going over the next 2 days, the seas are not too bad. The Atlantic waters, that's where things are going to be a little higher. Here's meters. Here's feet on the right-hand side of your screen. This is tomorrow, and then getting into the upcoming week, this is Monday into Tuesday. You see the Atlantic waters will be elevated with these fronts coming in. Watching near the Bahamas, some elevated seas as we work our way into Tuesday. And of course, those Atlantic passageways coming out of the Eastern Caribbean. Here are the rain totals. And I mentioned some of us completely dry, too dry. We need rain. Others, though, will get dumped on. Bahamas, we need rain. We don't have a whole lot. Spotty showers possible, parts of Cuba. Jamaica, we may get a couple spots that get upwards of 25 millimeters of rain or an inch of rain. A few spots if we get some scattered storms. Watching that in the Cayman Islands. But Haiti, back through the Dominican Republic especially, that's where we could see some totals upwards of 75 millimeters of rain or 3 inches of rain. And then this here, this is the moisture plume today. I mentioned near Antigua and Barbuda, close to St. Martin, St. Bart's. It'll be a close call to see how much rain we get today. Keep me posted. St. Kitts, Nevis, Statia, Montserrat, watching some rain nearby today where we'll get some spots around 75 millimeters of rain or 3 inches of rain. Some of us get that, others nothing. Scattered storms, Puerto Rico, U.S. and British Virgin Islands, and then we're drier. Barbados, St. Lucia, south. Drier weather will be moving in. Still some scattered areas of rain, Guyana and Suriname. And of course, we'll be watching the dust for the week ahead. Scattered areas of rain, Costa Rica and Panama. But again, Honduras and Belize, for example, we have been too dry and still generally on the dry side. And you see not a whole lot. Mexico back through much of Texas as we go over the next couple of days. So this here, scattered areas of thunderstorms, a 40 to 50% chance as we work our way back through Jamaica, a 30 to 40% chance, 40% chance tomorrow for us in the Cayman Islands. But Trinidad, you see Trinidad and Tobago, the rain chance pretty low, just a 20 to 30% chance of a shower, and mainly dry the next couple of days in Barbados, and not a whole lot as well in St. Lucia. Rain chance running at about 20 to 30%. That's it, 20 to 30% in Grenada as we wait on that dust for the week ahead. 20% chance of a shower the next couple of days, St. Vincent the Grenadines. But Martinique, it's a little higher today, closer to that moisture plume, of 40% chance of rain and a 30 to 40% chance as we work our way through Dominica. There's that 40% chance as well in Guadeloupe today and then again on Monday. But Antigua and Barbuda, there's the elevated chance of rain as we go throughout the day today. I'll be watching some of that rain nearby. Same thing, St. Kitts and Nevis and Montserrat, what I just showed you, a 50 to even upwards of a 60% chance of some of the rain. Anguilla and St. Bart's, we're right on the edge of it today. If we don't get it today, the rain chance only drops off further as we get into the upcoming week. St. Martin, Saba, and Statia, rain chance at 40%. And Puerto Rico, this is scattered storms, not all day stuff, which means we'll monitor some of that river flooding that could be possible, and a 40% chance of some scattered showers, British and U.S. Virgin Islands. Bahamas, we are mainly on the dry side. Same thing the next few days as we work our way back through the Turks and Caicos. Now, as we get into the Dominican Republic, like Puerto Rico, scattered thunderstorms, monitoring some of those rivers, and even in Haiti, about a 30 to 40% chance as we go through the weekend. Rain chance in Belize, very low, bumps up a little bit as we get into next week. Aruba, Curacao, Bonaire, we've had a couple showers nearby overnight and earlier this morning, so just kind of keeping an eye on that. Rain chance not too high in Guyana today, only about a 30% chance and a 40% chance as we work our way into Suriname. Some pop-up showers and storms possible with the daytime heating as we work our way back through Cuba. Costa Rica and Panama the next 3 days, 40 to 50% chance of some scattered showers and thunderstorms. Nicaragua, rain chance is low, and it's staying low the next few days. In Honduras, only a 20% chance, 20 to 30% chance, Guatemala and El Salvador, and the rain chance next to nothing as we work our way back through Mexico City. Same thing over toward the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. Rain chance stays very low. Northern Colombia, 50% chance of rain, 40 to 50% chance in northern Venezuela as we wait on some of that dust. And in Bermuda, it's just kind of at times watching these fronts passing by. Rain chance will be a little bit higher as we get into tomorrow. So better chance of thunderstorms. So we'll watch out for some isolated areas of flooding. Yesterday's video is really highlighting some of the hurricane ingredients that we're watching. You could catch that in yesterday's video if you didn't see that. And still monitoring, of course, the Poas volcano just to the northwest of San Jose in Costa Rica for more activity. activity. I'll monitor that. 36 days away to the start of hurricane season. I hope you are doing well. I hope you have a wonderful day ahead.